Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey there, Facebook family. It's Kristi, Saul, the co-founder of the Post+Institute, coming at you live. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Sunday. It's kind of rainy here. Just kind of chatting it up for a few minutes, giving a chance for some folks to log on. Hey, you guys. So, today's message, just coming very organically. I'm going to turn these windshield wipers off since I'm not going anywhere. I wanted to share a little celebration with you all. You know, a lot of times I do Facebook Live coming at you from my van, and I show you all where Morley would have sat in the back. Well, so I got us a new van. Well, it's really used. Okay, it's super used, but she's going to be parked right next to me in the passenger seat, and she's going to be able to push a button that will allow this ramp to unfold and the door to open all by itself. And so what it made me think of is, because Marley is mobile by wheelchair, hey Kirsten, hey Stefan, because Marley's mobile by wheelchair, it invites me to think about every little step it takes to accomplish certain things. And it also, there's certain things that she's not been able to experience, because when you travel through the world by walking, you experience things very differently. It also means that Marley has a very beautiful and unique perspective of the world. And so it's something that I really have to honor. And so your kids have very unique perspectives of the world. They've experienced things you've never experienced from a perspective you've never experienced it. So, you know, just let that sink in and just give us all a little love and grace for one another, right? So anyway, let me just break this down for you. Every van we've had before, Marley could not enter or exit the van without my assistance. Every single van. So how many kids, think about this, by the time your kids, like maybe 4 or 5 years old, they're opening the car door, getting in the car, putting their seatbelt on, right? Then they get a certain age and they sit in the front seat. All of these different things are preparing them for the possibility of driving. So in order for me to prepare my child for the possibility of driving, the first thing I needed to do is I needed to get a vehicle where she could be in the passenger seat, so she could be mimicking in her mind what I'm doing, so that she could get used to the world coming at her from this different position. So, you know, she watches from the back and she gives us maps and she participates. She was participating before, but this is going to elevate her ability to participate. This is just funny because I was having a similar, kind of along these same lines, conversation with the mom. She was getting so frustrated about their kids getting into things, and it made me remember there was a time in my child's life where I had to create opportunities for her to get into things. Like, you know, other kids can roam into the bathroom and get to mom's makeup and make a big mess or whatever, right? Well, Marley didn't have access to that. She didn't physically have that access. And there's so many things that can happen in development through the process of just learning and exploring and discovering. So I just wanted to come at you and share our exciting news. So my brother helped me remove the front seat. I just brought the van home last night, and hopefully today, even though it's a little bit of a rainy day, Marley and I are going to get out. She's going to try out her new wheels. And let me just tell another part of this story. When I was looking online for vans, this was the one I had seen, and I really liked a lot of things about it. But the thing is, let me see if I can show you guys. It's already converted, so it's got these hand controls. See, the thing is I can't just put Marley in behind the seat of a car, right? It's a specialized car. So her opportunity to learn how to drive is just now coming. When she saw this van online and that it had the hand controls already, she got really activated. It made her really stressed. It scared her because I think she thought that we were going to skip these other steps, and I was just going to expect her to want to jump into the front seat and start driving, and that was so overwhelming. And so it took some reassurance and reminding her that this is a process, and this just allows that opportunity for us to even go into parking lots, or we live in a small town, some old country roads like I did, to learn how to drive, and one tiny little step at a time. I hope she loves driving. Where I live, it's almost required. We don't have good public transportation. Plus, I just think it's a great skill. But if she doesn't, you know what? At least she had the opportunity. So, take something out of this for your kids about the tiny little steps that they have to take, and that everybody's steps look different. And sometimes as parents, we have to remember that they are viewing the world from a very different place. Marley loves photography, and she has for a long time, but her first experience with having a camera was when she was about 5 and in a manual wheelchair, and honestly, all the pictures are pictures of butts. And now, her and I were laughing about it the other day. She was like, I should keep those because it shows a very different perspective. And so remember, your kids are viewing the world from a different lens. We all need a little grace. A lot of grace. We all need a lot of grace to just be compassionate and understanding and empathetic. And remember, sometimes the times when they're getting into something and it's a big old mess, that there's going to be something that they learn out of it. We learn a lot out of the messes that we make, and that every learning process has little steps. And don't ever take for granted all the little steps that are taking place day in and day out with your kids. They're watching you all the time, and they're learning. You're planting seeds, so they're going to grow. So much love to you guys. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your weekend. Enjoy your family.